I wanted to share about this month, which is Kartik month. And this is a very, very special month. And I wanted to share some information about Kartik month and wanted to request all of you to do few things in this particular month. So I'll talk about the glories of Kartik month. As per Pad Puran, as Satya Yug is the best of Yug, as Ganga is the best of rivers, so Kartik is the best of month and it is most dear to Krishna. As per our Puran, a small austerity that you do is that is performed in the month of Kartik that gets multiplied by 1,000 times. If you take one name of Krishna, what happens? The results of it is equivalent to calling Krishna 1,000 times. Yeah? So that is the power of this Kartik month. And when we do it, those who perform Kartik Vrata, they become very close to Krishna. So I want to talk to you about what is this Kartik Vrat. So Kartik Vrat is get up early in the morning before sunrise and take bath. Hear and read the scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, chant the holy name, offer ghee diya to Damodar and sing Damodar Ashtakam, do Tulsi Seva and offer Tulsi leaves to Krishna, do as much service as you can, to go to temple, circumambulate the temple, do some Seva of the sun, whatever devotional service you can do, you please do, because by doing all these things, what happens? We purify ourselves. And in this Kartik month, it's like, it's like 1,000 times. If you're doing one thing, you're getting 1,000 times benefit. So we must do it so that we can purify ourselves and we can become closer to Krishna. So I wanted to also tell you some stories about why we should take bath early in the morning before sunrise, right? So these are stories from Pad Puran that I'll be now narrating. So Krishna says about, there was a Asur called Shankasur. He's a son of sea. Shankasur is a son of sea. Now, he actually fought with Indra. He was actually very jealous of all the Devtas because he thought that all these Devtas, they are so, enjoying everything because they have the power of Vedas. And if I take away the Vedas, then what will happen? That is the power of the Devtas. If I take away the Vedas from them, then what will happen? They lose their power. So what Shankasur did, he stole the Vedas from there and he hid it under the sea. He hid it under the sea. Then Indra and all the Devtas, they went to Brahmaji, and Brahmaji then went to Vishnu, requesting him for help. That we need our Vedas back. So Vishnu said, "Fine, we'll do it. But then what you need to do? You all wait for me at Prayag, which is Allahabad. You wait at Prayag, and I'll come and meet you." Now, what he did, he actually turned himself into a fish. So that is the story of Matsya Avatar. He converted into a fish, and at that point of time, Kashyap Muni was actually doing prayers, and he fell in the hands of Kashyap Muni. Kashyap Muni took the fish and put it in his kamandal. Now that fish grew bigger than Kamandal. He took it out and put it near the pond in his house. Now the fish became bigger than the pond, and then he took it and put it in the river. And from river, the fish went to sea. And there, the fish fought with Shankasur, killed Shankasur, and came back. And then he came back to Prayag, and he asked all the rishis, "You can now go to the sea and get the Vedas." Now, whichever Rishi went and bought whatever part of Veda, that part of Veda is in their name. And that is how that, it became in their name. And they all came to Prayag. Then Krishna he wished that place, he actually blessed that place, Prayag, that down the line, what will happen? Bhagirathi, sage Bhagirathi will bring Ganga here. He'll bring Ganga here, and then here it will actually meet Yamuna and Saraswati, and this place will always be the auspicious space where I will always be there. Yeah, so that is the Mahima of Prayag. And then he also blessed. He says, in the month of Kartik, I am going to reside in water. I'm going to reside in water. Not only I will reside in water, but all the Ved mantras will reside in water. All the yajnas will reside in water, and I will reside in water. And whoever takes bath early in the morning before sunrise, they will actually get moksha. They'll become very close to me, and I'll take care of them. Yeah. So one of the thing which is requested is, please get up early in the morning, take bath before sunrise if possible. Then also in the Puran, it says that if you offer one tulsi leaves in the month of Kartik to Damodar to Krishna, it is actually equivalent to offering 10 million cows. It's the daan that we give 10 million cows, it is equated to that, right? Then it says you should offer the ghee lamb to Damodar, especially the form of Damodar. We'll talk the story of Damodar next time, but I'll tell you the story of why it is said the glories of offering ghee lamb to Krishna in the month of Kartik, what it is said. So again in Padpuran, Satyabhama asked Krishna, that Satyabhama is one of the queens of Krishna, and she asked Krishna that what austerity would I have been done in my previous life that I became your wife? What I would have done? I mean, I'm your wife. I must have done extreme austerities because of which I got that piety and I became your wife. So Krishna then tells the story to Satyabhama about her previous life. He says, in the previous life, you were actually daughter called Gunavati of Dev Sharma, and you stayed in a place called Haridwar. And Dev Sharma, and his disciple called Chandra, they were like great knowledgeable people in Vedas, and they were big worshippers. They were very depth in Vedas, and so you were their daughter, Dev Sharma's daughter, and Chandra was your husband. Now once what happened, Chandra and Dev Sharma, they went to Himalayas to get some woods, and when they went to forest, they actually got killed. And when they got killed by some wild animals, they were taken by the Vishnu Dutas back to Vaikuntha. And when you heard about it, then what you did, you got, you were left alone. When you heard about it, you got very sad, but then you very nicely did the last rites of your parents, of your husband as well as your father. And then you took a promise of doing the Kartik Vrata and Ekadashi Vrata throughout your life, and you actually led a very very austere life. You did lot of you followed lot of Kartik. You religiously did all the Kartik Vrata, and you followed the Ekadashi throughout your life. And when you grew old, one day when you were actually went to take bath in Ganga, you actually slipped, and then Vishnu Dut came and took you. And then in the next life, your father Dev Sharma was born as when I came down, when Krishna came down. At that point of time, what happened? Dev Sharma was born as Satyajit. Satyajit is Satyabhama's father in during Krishna's time, right? So yeah, Dev Sharma was born as Satyajit. You was born as Satyabhama, Satyajit's wife, and Chandra was born as Akrur. Akrur is the person who came and took Krishna and Balram from Vrindavan to back to Mathura, right? He was a great devotee of Krishna. So all these things happened because you followed Kartik Vrata and Ekadashi Vrata without fail. So that is the mahima, that is the glory of Kartik Vrata. This month is also called Damodar month, and I'll talk about that why we should offer the ghee lamp to Damodar, and why we should read Damodar Ashtakam. So my request to all of you is, if you can, please follow Kartik Vrata. Please look for Damodar Ashtakam and read Damodar Ashtakam, and offer the lamp to this photo that you are seeing. This is of Krishna in the form of Damodar. This month is also called Damodar, and offer ghee lamp to Damodar. With this, we will end today's class. Hare Krishna. Let's chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra thrice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.